Hello and welcome to the LDM show. I'm your host, Charles Laloma. And again, it's almost Father's Day, so I'm not going to shave. I've just got my hat on, just relaxing, But remember, guys, we got to share. So support, that's what I'm doing right now, going on my page. Make sure everything is good. You hear me? Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. You want to lower down? Thank you. A little. There we go. All right. Just showing my wife how to do the engineering things, but she had the little speaker. If you forgot that, the mics are individually now, so you have to control individual mics. But anyway, hey, I'm here. It's almost Father's Day, man. This Sunday. So, you guys, happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Even the absent fathers that say they fathers, but they're not fathers, but. Hey, this is the LDM show. I got to say it, real. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people are like, yeah, I'm a father, but never seen their kid for like 20 years. That doesn't make you a father. You know what I'm saying? So happy Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to the mothers as well. So, some of the mothers that play the father role. So, but you know what? I just noticed that when it's Mother's Day, I never hear somebody say happy Mother's Day to the fathers that play the mother's part too, because they're all fathers that, you know what I'm saying? Come on. All right, well. No happy Father's Day to the mothers because let it be our day. Let it be our day. But anyway, hey, we got another MJ production. Hip Hop Connects. I always say production because she produces so many of these great rappers to come on these shows, and our show. We show you who they are, and then we show you who they really are, like their background, so you can get to know them a little bit more. So he's gonna be coming on. I'm not gonna say the name until he come on, because you guys were supposed to be watching our page, liking our pictures, you know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to know who it is, Am I right or am I right? But anyway, let's get to the news. Couple of things that I just noticed by going to the Puerto Rican parade, and I want to pat myself on the back for being the first internet, oh, you're going to give me the clap, audience? Okay, thank you. And I didn't even tell you why, audience, and you clapping. I love that. But anyway, for being the first internet talk show that was allowed in the press room with the governor and the mayor and all of that. So I want to thank everybody that been pushing our views and pushing our stuff. And goodness gracious, I am dark in this picture. I'm sorry, I just noticed myself on the video. That the suntan really hit me. But yeah. I was, with the governor and everything, but I'm not really too much like in politics. Only when I'm on the Speak Out podcast. But when I'm doing a LDM show, I'm not too much of the politics. But I understand now that what the celebrities go through with the damn paparazzis. Listen, I know you got to take your pictures, and I know you got to take your little video to make your little loop. But don't get a beat down at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy out there. CBS, News, Telemundo, all these guys who were about to beat the heck out of some of the paparazzis out there because they were squeezing in trying to get pictures of the governor while we're doing press conference. So, it got a little chaotic. I was like, you know what? I don't do politics anyway because you don't want to answer my questions. And, I can't do that. But what happens? I want to ask a question because I know last week we were talking about relationships. But what happens if you're in a relationship with one of those politicians? Like and let's say I'm gonna give you a sample. The politician was doing wrong. He's playing his wife dirty. He gets home, his wife comes and says, "Hey, you smell like another female. Where were you?" What the answer is gonna be? Well, you see, right, when I grabbed the circumstantial stuff there, and we were talking about Russia, and where were you? But politicians always go around the question, so I could imagine their relationship is going to be a really sucky relationship. But please, I ask you many times, because I'm not one of them, don't let it fool you, I'm a nice guy, but your paparazzi's like, you almost got beat down by my camera girl, and she's a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just squeeze in there. If you were asked permission, we will let you just take a quick picture or two. Like, you're taking 500 pictures. Come on. If you didn't take a right picture with the first one, then you don't need to be a photographer. That's what I'm just trying to say. Take a couple pictures, and that's it. But shout outs to Ricky Martin. Pretty cool guy. He was smiling and everything. I don't know. I just met him for 10 minutes, so I don't know if that's really him. But yeah, 10 seconds, whatever. 10 minutes, 10 seconds. But and India and all these other guys from the Puerto Rican parade. So now the Puerto Rican parade finished. Well, no, we still got the Brooklyn one and all that. All right, so by the end of the month, all of y'all Puerto Ricans can go back to normal, if you know what I mean, because y'all only Puerto Rican on June. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm Latin, but I got to say the truth. That's the only time I see y'all with flags. Only time I see you, hey, throw the bomb. I don't care. The only time I see you with loud music of Spanish, salsa, or whatever in your car. But then after June, y'all back to the normal. You know what I'm saying? So I got to ask you, are you Latin? Because I don't even know. You know, your house goes back to normal.
Shots fired!
Hey, I'm just telling the truth, man. Come on. You know, respect your history. Because it's sad that only one person knew the history of one of my questions, and it was a 10-year-old. Not even the adults knew. Like, when was the first year that Puerto Rican parade started, and things like that. And this is not only for the Puerto Rican parade, because I do the African parade, I do the Filipino parade, and every single one of these parades, nobody knows their damn history. Only what they show in school. Like, forget what they showing in school. There's Martin Luther King, I took the bus, I sat in the front. All these things that they tell you in school, forget about that. Learn the real history, meaning go and go to the library. Matter of fact, I hear me say library, I just showed my age. Google something about the history, because you can't fight for something because someone else is fighting for it, but you don't even understand the reason why. You know what I'm saying? You're standing in the picket line. Yeah. Why are we here again for? I don't know. Just scream. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when reporters come to you, you don't know how to respond. You're going to make that forward motion that they're trying to build. You're going to push it back because you don't know how to respond, because you're not learning your history of why you're fighting for. That goes for every single race, you know. And I say every single race, but, it's just, my brothers, my blacks and my Spanish. We need to learn our history and learn what we're fighting for, okay? So that's the best thing I can tell you. I know a lot more history from the black history and from the Latin history, more that I'm doing these shows. And I'm like, wow, okay, so this is how we're doing it. And this is right. And then some of y'all guys are fighting for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're not moving up. Learn your history before you fight. That's all I got to say. Because we had so many politicians and so many political things on the Puerto Rican parade that I was like, wow. And you're going to watch the video. Me and our audience go back and forth that I made him shut up. And he was about like 70 years old, 60 years old, and he didn't know the history. So if you're going to come towards me about politics, you better know your history. Because I'm a politician with Speak Out. Not LDM show, Speak Out. So, check out my podcast. Was that a little hint about my podcast? Yeah. Check out my podcast on Fridays. It's called Speak Out. Yeah, that's a little plug right there. But like I said, because it's sad, because all these teenagers out here not knowing their history. And I think, like, ain't they our next generation? So if they know 50% of our history, then their kids are going to know like 25%. Then how much more before our real history, vanishes? And you only know what the media wants to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that, cops shooting us guys and stuff like that, y'all don't know the real history of it, and y'all only seeing what's in the media. And me being in the media, I know a lot of things that they're not putting up. So that's why I say it in my show. And they're going to try to shut me up, but they're not going to. It's not going to work. So learn your history. That's what I learned. This is what I've been talking about this whole month. So, but we're going to come back. We're going to come back with a guest, and we're going to talk about his music, where he came from, and stuff like that. So again, this is why we're an award-winning show. We're going to keep trying to get awards out here because we're going to be speaking the truth. The song is there. It's already set up and everything. Don't worry about it. She's talking to me while I'm trying to talk to you guys. So you know what I'm saying? So, but Yeah, like I said, this whole month, every place we go to, I think the next one is the Pride Parade. You know, shout outs to them. I guess I got to, we got to do the Pride Parade. Then I got to do the Juneteenth. Oh, matter of fact, yeah, Saturday. I'll be in Brooklyn. So shout outs to Brooklyn. I'm gonna be in Brooklyn. They having me host an event Juneteenth, which is hundreds of people out there, and I'm gonna be in the heat. So shout outs to them. But you can listen live on the radio station on LDM Radio. Then I got the African Parade that's coming up. So I love that one, man, because the costumes are amazing. It's just amazing. All these costumes are. Oh, it's half Caribbean, I guess it is. That they had these Caribbean ladies, getting every man in trouble, coming with their outfits and stuff like that. So, lucky I'm not the camera person because they wouldn't know what I'm looking at. So anyway, hey, this is the LDM show. We'll be right back. We're just gonna play a little quick music. We're not gonna play his music. No. So yeah, not his music. I want him to explain his song first before we hit it. But anyway, this is the LDM show, and we'll be right back.
He's got me. He's guilty.
Nathan Beats.
Shouts out to my sis, cause she holding it down for her brother. Shouts out to Steven for pushing me to exceed my potential and see new talents. Yeah. I'm about to spit on this beat, so best believe I'm gonna be the king of this league. And Jake is my city, I rep that barely, even though haters flood this town. But still, I'm gonna be the one to walk out with this crown, even though the people who will make it don't have to pay me that's brown. So I run around and teach saying my dream is blast for me. To you, it has to be cause I'm sitting in your class trying to learn some good spit math that won't get me nowhere in life, but God got my side. So not me, he making me ride that tight. You got beef with me for a risk, you better go and hide. I didn't wanna pull that trigger, best believe I tried. Rhyming is a classic, but me rapping is a havoc. I rap fast as a habit, you ain't hit. Lewis is the one causing traffic. God put his hand out and said, you want fame? Here you can have it. My style of rapping, I had to craft it. Even though I'm in the night commercial, I ain't bragging. Proud to say I walk around without my pants sagging. Me writing that first line, I couldn't believe it happened. This gift, it took me a long time to grab it. I just ain't walked through that door, I stabbed it. People I know, my flow is cold, so just rockin', jiving. If you driving, just enjoy the ride. War swimming you like the VO3 hot. To smile in a hater's face takes a lot of pride. Me, I would like my haters pride, drive right up and then took to the other side, but God made sure to raise me right. That's why I sit in my room and write instead of smoking my brains out, causing my thoughts to clock. Best believe my take goes over the likes of thoughts. Fans, you can take it as a fire shot. It don't matter, there's a nursing rhyme, call me a mad hatter. Sent to cause disaster, thank goes out to Bad Weezy for this beat, so now I can proceed to give you this heat. Cause mine's running at 1, I'm running at 2. Ain't no 3, cause best believe Lil Deuce is finna shoot. I'm getting bored of this shit, it's feel like I'm on the bench and I'm going very far. I guess ma, you was right, your boy growing up to be a star. Cause I'm gon' strive, best believe, yeah. It's all in my rhyme, and for me, it's always crunch time. As long as in this rap game, this won't die. Believe it. Okay. Let's get it. Yeah. Shout out to my man Barry, you already know. That's what we do out here. Don't forget, I'm Lil Deuces when I rap, not Lewis. Capiche? Yeah.
All right. Hey, Welcome back to the LDM show. Yeah. You know which one is which? You know what I'm saying? That's why I will. Right. Hey, introduce yourself real quick.
Yo, what's going on, world? This is Pop the Brown Hornet from out of Stapleton, Staten Island. So, brother number one from out the 5th borough.
Oh, yeah. So, again, MJ Connect. Woo! No, go down the speaker, yeah. MJ Connect sends us these great artists. And the funny part about it is, like, I was just telling him how Lee Ellie, right? Was the first hip-hop artist. Now, all the hip-hop artists for 2020, mostly MJ is sending, so y'all battling each other. It's like, okay, so it's a win-win situation, you know. So whoever wins is a family that's gonna win. So, but keep up the votes, LDMradio.com, and his song that's gonna be played today will be up there for voting by tomorrow. So guys, come up and start your votes. Don't stop, because it's been going hot. So far, we opened it up last month, I think it was it 2,000 or so it's up to 3,000 votes put in. So everybody was concentrating on the 2019. That is already done. The votes has closed yesterday. No, Friday, right? Yeah, last Friday the votes has closed. So we find out who's the winner on July 6th. So, but let's Staten Island. Were you born and raised there?
Born and raised in Staten Island.
Ooh, wow. Ain't that many hip hop artists in that little island though?
Yeah, it's been oversaturated, but it's oversaturated with a lot of MCs, but it's been monopolized by one particular group that's been really the face of Staten Island for the last few decades. There's a lot of talent is just not known. And that's why, you know, a brother like myself is here to come and step up to the forefront just to add on to the history of Staten Island.
Yeah, I think it's, to me, maybe it's not too much connections, or they don't know how to come out, or, you know?
Well, it's probably a combination of a few things.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I said, there's like a real monopoly on who individuals deal with. So that mind state has to be broken throughout the universe. Individuals that's out here in the music business or whatever the case may be, they can't be afraid to accept an individual like myself who's not following in anybody's footsteps, who's setting his own path, and who wants to bring other artists or whatever the case may be down my exposure. You know what I mean? Once I expose myself, it's like I want to be able to open up the floodgates to a few MCs and artists that want to come out from Staten Island due to the fact that we're not being exposed. So individuals who's out there, who's looking, who's paying attention, you know what I mean, to a real hip-hopper or whatever the case may be, they can deal with me on even a corporate level to where it's like, you know what, yo, you got your corporation, you got something, let's put a face to it and let you be the spokesman and bring us new talent coming out from Staten Island due to the fact there's not a mass abundance of it, but it's definitely out there.
I like that, because a lot of people are afraid to bring someone else on, you know, like, oh, they're going to probably outshine me or take my viewers and stuff like that. And I say that's not right.
Well,
you know?
what has to be established is the artist. Like I tell individuals, like when 50 came out from Queens, it was 50 then the G Unit. When Biggie came out, it was Biggie then Junior Mafia. You know what I mean? So what you have to do as an artist is establish who you are. Then the real MCs, like when Fat Joe established himself, he brought out Big Pun, or he brought out the Remy Ma.
Right.
A real hip hop pioneer and an individual who's been through the struggle. He's not going to be afraid or shy to pull in the next individual that has talent, because that's what creates staying power. I might be on top for the next 5 years, but if I help you come in, it might the table might turn where you're the small fish, big fish. Yeah. Now you the big fish, but you help keep me alive due to the fact that I opened up that door or I reached out my arm for you. Yeah. So it has to be more of that, which on Staten Island it doesn't really show. Everybody for himself. But once they get that unity thing turning, you know, you might see a onslaught of talent.
Because it's true, because it'll be like, you know, where if you're performing, they'll be like, yeah, he was found by Biggie, you know, and stuff like that. Like, and that means that name is just continuous going. And that's why I say a lot, like a lot of people are like, okay, how can you bring other shows, talk shows on your show? And I'm like, because now they found that talk show, they're going to be like, oh, I seen that talk show on the LDM show. You know what I'm saying? So it helps. And since I'm already established, like you said, I start bringing artists in now. because I couldn't bring artists in the beginning. Like, what I'm going to give them 2 views? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
And then when you give the next person a chance with his show, he can bring in a different crowd.
Right.
This one might bring in that type of, so you'll have diversity.
Mm-hmm.
So with Staten Island, once again, there's no real diversity of music coming from the hip hop genre. It's only one face that represented it. So me, on my Foreman Mandela, making my way back, making music, I just want the world to know that there's more to exist on Staten Island. You know, there's a lot of talent. I'm just one of the front runners.
And then your music, you make the beats and the lyrics, or
No, I really I have a history in this music. So individuals who do know Pop the Brown Hornet,
right?
but for those that don't, I started out on Wax in the '90s. There was a producer named R&S who produced for the Shaheems, your King Just, your UMCs, and a slew of others. You know what I mean? As far as GP Wu, who I was a part of when I was with MCA. So, and he's produced for myself. This particular project, though, the Foreman Mandela is produced by Phantom of the Beats.
Oh, what's up? We know her. When we first started out, Phantom the Beats was that came on our show, and then he started helping us a lot. So
right,
shout outs to Phantom the Beats.
So what Phantom has going on with his own project right now, the Autodrome or what have you.
Yeah.
Him being from Staten Island / Brooklyn. When he moved to Staten Island from Brooklyn, he moved to Stapleton, where I'm from. You know what I mean? Where Shaheem is from. You know what I mean? Where the Ghostface down where Wu is from. Where Mac Wiles is from. So Stapleton has a history of making music. I've been there in the hip hop scene since the beginning. I'm more or less, you know, played my position. Then life happened. You go this way, that way. But that's why Foreman Mandela is a reintroduction to me coming back to the game, because I've been in it before. So now that the labels are gone, or this one or that, it's like jumping back into the arena. The fans, once I put up, you know, hit social media. Right. Once I hit social media, a lot of the fans was like, "Yo, make something new. Yo, I ain't heard from you in a while. Yo, come back, you know." So, but prior to making this Foreman Mandela, I made a mixtape album in 2016 with King Just, or whatever the case may be, from Park Hill. And it's called Emperor and the King, the best of both hoods. You know, so it was kind of like blowing the dust off the mic, reintroducing ourselves. So now this is going to be a continuation.
Was it kind of hard to come back to it, or it was just like riding a bike?
Well, I mean, due to the fact that there's different genres now, like I always stay true to what I believe in and what I do. So as the hip hop game is changed more to the trap music, or whatever the case may be, you have your non-believers and your haysayers to be like, nah, well, yo, you coming back, yo, you trying to do this, then the third like you used to, it's not going to work, you might as well give it up, throw your mic in, and yo, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of lyricists, there's a lot of people that appreciate the traditional way of people doing hip-hop, not necessarily in the States, but globally around the world. I have fans from all over, Brazil, Australia, that hit me up, they're like, yo, Germany, yo, I would love to see you out here. Yo, what you did, the Black on Black Crime, or the song you did with Shaheem back in the days, classic. I'd love to see you perform. So, you know, as much as I do the music and make the music for me, I definitely want to have a universal sound where I'm just not known locally. I rather make songs that's for the globe.
And it's true, like with all the different, like trap and all that stuff, it pushed a couple of people away from hip hop, because they couldn't understand. But again, that's the new generation. You know, like we had, you know, Run DMC and all that, and our parents were like, hey, what the heck you listening to, you know? So it's kind of hard. But that era still, to this day, is going strong, you know, like, and some people don't want to remember that.
The reason being is it's substance. You know, our lyricists down from Melly Mel, and when they first came out with the message, and we've always carried the message, which is kind of lacking nowadays. The wrong people have their hands on the business, and when you make trap music and it's just geared with taking drugs or being down with a gang and this, that, and the third. We grew up off Public Enemy. Don't believe the hype. We grew up with, you know, whatever was the X-Clan. I mean, you grew up off the LLs for the ladies. So there were so many different, like you said, Run DMC, you had Houdini. Everybody was their own individual, had their own style. Heavy D was heavy. So no one, nowadays, you play a song, you might think it's the person who you just played, because everybody
sounds the same. Wow.
But back in the days, it was originality. You would have got thrown off the stage if you would
If you try
to sound like the next individual.
We were just saying, talking about that Saturday. They were recording their podcast, and we were just speaking about that.
Right.
Because I was telling them, I said, now it's like if you tell me this is the person that sung that song, I'm like, but ain't that the same guy? You know what I'm saying? Because of the song. But once a beat comes out back in the days, you already knew. Oh, here it comes. This is Biggie. Or this is so and so, because they had their own flavor.
Individual flavor.
Yep.
Now it's like what happened is the industry it got watered down. For example, you might come out with a number one hit. You know what I mean, on Sony. I might be over there on Universal, and they'll be like, "Yo, you heard the joint he just made? We want you to make a joint just like that." And I might be telling them, "No, listen, man, I do great being me. I don't need to even jack his style."
Right.
But nowadays, it's like, "Yo, you heard, Future's new joint? We need a joint just like the Migos song." And these youngsters who's like this, you know what? I'm after that bag. I ain't even gonna play around with me being original. I'm gonna give you exactly what you want, so I could jump right in that lane and then go chase the bread. You feel me? So now the originality is out the window. It's like, let me get that bag. We'll talk about originality later.
Yeah, because half of the times it's all about not to cut you off, but it's sometimes about the beat. Because if you listen to some of the beats, I'm like, okay, you got a dance beat that's the same as this guy's dance beat, and now you're, rapping the same way he was rapping, and it's not.
It's regurgitated.
Yeah.
It's regurgitated.
And that's why I love when I keep saying it. I'm gonna keep on saying that when MJ sends us guys that I can listen finally to their hip hop songs, because ever since they went to trap, I was like, I'm not listening to hip hop no more. It's like I don't care if they could be like, yo, you old. Why you still listening to these old songs? Because they have words, that I can understand.
Well, what we have to do, and especially in the music business, and to have control, is understand and let it be known as different genres. Just like you have trap, you have classic, you have old school, you have traditional. So we don't want them to be able to throw up barriers
on it.
I mean, and then say, you know what, you're only regulated to play this, that, and the third, because this is what the people like. There's millions of people, and everybody likes something different. So even though the trap might be winning, you keep that tradition. Me, like I said, I stayed true to form.
Right.
I be doing hip hop and Unjustice to try to fit in, or try, you know what I mean? Like I always say, don't try to fit in, stand out. So I would be doing hip hop and Unjustice by growing up off individuals who made Slick Ricks of the world and Big Daddy Kane's of the world, and KRS of, and not come on a mic and want to be articulate, intelligent, or lyrical. If I just wanted to dumb it down just for a quick buck, that would be an injustice, not carrying on tradition.
Yeah, like Dougie Fresh. We interviewed him. We were talking to him, and he said the same thing. He was like, "How would it be if me going to another genre, then I'm losing who Dougie Fresh is?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that trap thing because that's not, me. He was like, it's easy to do it and make that, bread and all that stuff, but you lose a part of you. It's like selling your soul,
Oh, but of course.
Yeah.
But of course, because like I said, now that what happens is this. People, like I said, sometimes they paper chase, and then what they do, they convert their style over. Instead of staying true to your course, they'll say, you know what, they'll be persuaded to do some trap. Now once you do the trap, then there's no coming back, because now they accept you for that. So when now originality comes back into play, and you try to jump back, it's like, you was just doing that trap, you know what I mean? So just stay your course, because everything makes a 360. So when it comes back around, like I said, I'm living proof. I'm here for a reason, even though they say it can't be done, but I'm sitting on your show, I'm spreading the word.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a universal. Somebody somewhere saying, oh, shit, that's Brown Hornet, yo.
Yep.
He's back, yo, he's doing his thing. So that's all that matters to me.
Hey, we're going to come back from a short break, and then we're going to talk to the Brown Hornet. We're going to find out how he was in the childhood versus to what he was now, so you can get to know the person behind the name. And then, if he's going to bless us, he's probably going to bless us with a live performance. Will you do it?
Sounds like a possibility.
All right, we're going to find out. I guess you're going to have to stay and find out. But we're going to be right back with a little bit more. Just enjoy the songs right here. But remember, LDMradio.com is where you need to go to start voting. His track will be up there tomorrow, and we'll be playing. So
vote on my track.
Let's go.
Straighten it out.
So we're going to hit another independent artist song real quick, and it's gonna be real quick, like not even 2 minutes, 3 minutes, like 1 minute. Because it's interesting. I wish we had a 2-hour show because what we're talking about is real.
Got me.
I just want to
He's guilty of loving me in the first degree. I wanna.
How it began is how it will end. I was always privileged in a sense. Blessed is how I see it. My mother once told me out of all my brothers and sisters, I was the one she never had to worry about. This here's the homie Murder. He been holding me down from day one. Hot boy, but one of the most loyal, kind-hearted dudes I ever met. Me? I've been MIA for a while. I had to leave the streets alone for a minute. You can say I'm on a new wave. And with all the BS going on in the hood, I'm just happy to be here. But your boy Murder, he still insists on building his brand in the streets. So if it ain't one thing, it's another. As soon as I think I made it out, here I go, right back in. Sound Cam 914 I've been turned, been out here. Can't tell me nothing about hustling. Been riding dirty, I-95, stats box, keep something we pushing. Now I know you, you don't know me. You really should mind your business. I get AZ and $500,000. In other words, that's spinach. And yeah, they cut it. That's that Coco. I know the plug. I call them low-so. I let it bang. That's that fofo. It's wet and cutty. I call it choke. And ain't none of this hurting, ain't none of this promise. So I'ma keep working, keep hustling, I'm just being honest. I keep it on me cause you won't take this away from me. Something for nothing, I don't think so, man, ain't shit for free. Learned that from young, OGs put me on. That mean I listen, so I'm very grateful. I show gratitude, so all who's in my circle, thank you. Expectations not a focus, I'm just living music. Ooh, we gon' stay running. It's 12 for a P, that's a whole onion. Your homie from the street, so I'm steady hustling. See what this mean to me, all or nothing. No stopping, let's go. You ride for him, let's go. That drama pop, you load up, ride out on him, let's go. You a bad bitch, let's go. You get money, let's go. Them bottles lit, we out here, just having fun, let's go. What they saying? I will never make it. How I'm feeling? Like I already made it. I listen to the money, cause it's very persuasive. So if you really want it, you gotta go and take it. It's only business, you catch feelings cause you feminine. I say green light, that mean let my shooters in. I play to win, blow them out, no overtime. And if I mention OT, that mean I'm on the grind. Patiently waiting for that moment, I'm just putting my time in. So I'ma keep working, keep hustling, I'm just being honest. You say you love me, you put on just for the world to see. I know deep down inside you wanna take me out and murder me. But it's okay, I ain't the one to judge you. That mean I'm blessed, so I'm very grateful. I show gratitude, so all who's in my circle, thank you. Expectations not a focus, I'm just living music. Ooh, we gon' stay running. It's 12 for a P, that's a whole onion. Your homie from the street, so I'm steady hustling. See what this mean to me, all or nothing. No stopping, let's go. You ride for him, let's go. That drum pop, you load up, ride out on him, let's go. You a bad bitch, let's go. You getting money, let's go. Them bottles lit, we out here, just having fun, let's go. Ooh, we gon' stay running. It's 12 for a P, that's a whole onion. Your homie from the street, so I'm steady hustling. See what this mean to me, all or nothing. No stopping, let's go. You ride for him, let's go. That drama pop, you load up, ride out on him, let's go. You a bad bitch, let's go. You getting money, let's go. Them bottles lit, we out here, just having fun, let's go. Gratitude. It's self-explanatory, and as you can see, I almost didn't make it home. but I'm here for a reason. One last run with the homies for old time's sake. I've been doing business with these gentlemen for a while, but now it's time to move on. I'm done. Everything goes through murder from this point on, and they don't have to like it, but they will accept it. Besides, good business is good business. Y'all know me, humble and low-key, and I do this for you. So listen, I just want you to listen.
Hello. I thought they was never going to come back, you know. The engineer was enjoying that song. And that's what we are, so, from Keon Torres. So that's another song, too, that, you know, he's saying that we are the nation and we need to stand up for ourselves. So if no one does it, no one's going to be. But anyway, we're here, you know, talking to a thing. I wish we had, like, cameras and stuff behind the scenes, because we were having a good conversation as well behind the scenes. So, but I want to get back to who you were as a child, that you see yourself still like that child thing, like you don't want to let go. What I always ask a lot of people, what is it that you used to do when you were a teenager, hanging out and stuff like that, that you still find yourself still doing?
This right here, making music, writing songs.
Oh, okay.
Putting words and rhymes together. I mean, I did that as a kid. That was like the first love, you know.
So you ever send someone like a love note? Because remember, back in the days, we used to send girls notes and stuff. You ever like wrapped on a note and give it to them? Not the roses and red, violet and blue type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I got tons sent to me.
Yeah.
Nah, but check it. I ain't never.
Hey, keeping it real. We're just keeping it real.
Yeah, I ain't really do all of that.
Yeah.
More or less, like I said, I was just perfecting the craft.
Oh, okay.
I think that one thing that once the vocabulary and everything came into play, and it was just like a drug. Once you write your first rhyme or your first song that makes sense, you like, yo, you on to something.
Right.
So it was just contagious to whereas I built up, you know, so did I write songs about females? Yeah. I wrote a few songs about females, and growing up in the time that we grew up, like I said, it was diversity. So if you wanted to rhyme about females, you wanted to absorb LL. If you wanted to rhyme about the streets, maybe you wanted to absorb Cool G rap. If you wanted to rhyme about knowledge, you might have listened to K.O. It's different, or Rakim. There was so many, you know what I mean? So as a youngster, that's what I do today, because that's my first love. That's what I enjoy. You know?
What is it that you do to get yourself set to start writing? Like any...
It could be multiple of things. I mean, to get right in, it could be something that I've seen, something that you go through, something that somebody else is going through, you know, because you can learn from other people, or sometimes people aren't good at elaborating or putting their thoughts down, so you might help them in a song. You know what I mean? Sometimes those songs will do that. It'll touch you. When Tupac wrote Dear Mama or Keep Your Head Up, it might have been something that people wanted to touch on, but just didn't know how to put the words together correctly to express that feeling. So that's the beauty of music. That's why they say music will soothe the savage beast. If you're an artist and you can say things that relate to the average person going through trials and tribulations, that's what makes you a mega super artist.
And that's what we're missing, you know. Like, even with the R&B music, they were slowing down from the message and talking more about sex and stuff like that. Now they're coming back to the message of the love. And the hip-hop is doing the same thing, coming back to the message about the streets and, you know, family and being raised with one or two parents, you know, stuff like that. So, but only if I can listen to the lyrics, because the trap, I can't really understand the lyrics. So that's my thing. I'm a lyric person, so I don't care for the beat unless I'm in the club. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm sitting down, I like to just like relax and hear that beat, like, yeah, and it's taking me there. Like, it could be a rap song about something that's not even about my life, but for some reason my mind just went there with him. Like, you know,
Yeah.
and that's the type of music
You
that
can-
I love.
If somebody could paint a picture for you.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can sit there and imagine yourself chilling with the guy, like, yeah, oh, snap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those are what we need more and more of. I guess it's more for the kids. Like, we need that type of music so the kids can start understanding where we're coming from, and it's not just making a quick buck, you know?
That's definitely right, because you figure, you know, the youngsters 5, 10, 15, when parents throw on the radio and a lot of these people these kids sing these songs, you know, they're like sponges. So if you're giving them the rhetoric and the BS all day, you know, it's equivalent to feeding your kid McDonald's or White Castles every day. You know, there's no nutrition. So there has to be some kind of food for thought, some substance.
Right, right.
You know, and a lot of that will come with the music, because we, like you said, growing up, whether with Michael Jackson, you know, Marvin Gaye,
all them,
Teddy Pendergrass, sometimes they made songs that were talking about every day, as well as you made the song about love. You want to, you know, you still want to be conscious. You want to give songs that are you know, the sign of the times. Prince made songs in the '80s that we could still rock to this day.
Yeah,
those are sign of the time songs.
And that's another thing I touched one time. Do you think these songs, like, let's say probably 3000, you know, 3010 or something like that, you still probably can't rock to these trap songs? I don't think they were last generations, but the hip hop from our generation is still going strong. So that's telling you that even in the 3000, 4000, wherever, you know, in the near future, it's still going to probably go strong because of that reason, because of the lyrics and people.
It's authentic.
Right, right. And then let's say
organic.
Yeah, our kid generations, their kids will probably listen to a lyric and be like, wow, they went through a lot in the 80s, you know, because they can understand the lyrics. They're not going to understand anything like this. So this is where I say about people putting their footprint on the sand, in other words. You know, their legacy is not going to go on because they're not understanding what you're speaking about. So
Right.
But now, when you started writing music, you ever got like block, like writer's block or something like that? If you ever did, how did you get out of it?
Well, there's things like I might have writer's block. So, for example, I might work on a song, and what I'll do is, like, say I write the first verse and I'm working on the second, I won't be happy with the first verse I write for the second verse. Maybe I might write 3 verses,
Right.
you know, to help me get out the block or whatever the case may be. So I won't just settle. But there's certain songs that I've wrote to where the beat came on and I shot right through it. You know, I might have a song, whatever the case may be, however long it take. But there might be a song that might take a day or 2 or whatever with the writer's block. So like I said, I might write 3 verses. You know what I mean? The second, I might write 3 second verses and then 3 third verses and then pick and choose. But then the remaining could also be for another song for something else. You know, so it's never really garbage, but it helps you get out the writer's block because it might not be exactly what you wanted to put on that song. So to get out the block, I might write more than one, or I'll even switch up so I could be writing to a beat. I got the topic, it blocks me. I might throw in another beat to where the flow will continue to another beat, but it's really meant for that beat over here.
I got it.
You know, so
It's always good to the like pretty much like recycle. Like, okay, this is not good for this, but I'm gonna put it for
because I might be working on a song. You might just be playing the same beat for like 2 hours, and it might be the beat that's really blocking you. You know what I mean? Because you played it so much, you want to switch up just to get a new feel, then come back to the beat. Like, you know. So there's times, you know, you have different techniques.
So what would you tell like someone that's coming up, either doing their own beats or their lyrics? What would be their advice?
I would say, have your own distinctive sound. What's really going to get you paid is like you could idolize or you could want to duplicate somebody's rhyme style or beat making style, but in the interim, you want to always have your own definitive sound and style. So even though you might like Amigos or you might like Drake, you might want to be able to do a Drake style, but you also want to be able to do your own style. You know what I mean? So with your own style, you know, you might make a song that's similar to Drake. You might come out and be like, yo, that song remind me of Drake. Who's that? But then you want to bang them with your like who that? Oh, nah. Like that's a song that's just original. Or you might want to come out with the original jump off and still be able to compliment with the Drake or
Right.
whomever that's out there who you look up to. But have your own distinctive sound or rap style.
Hey, you heard it right here, So, and upcoming rappers who they say they can't make it. Like, people keep telling them, nah, you ain't gonna make it, you ain't gonna make it.
To them, first of all, don't, like MC Shan once said, man, don't ever listen to what nobody say. You can't listen. Critics are people who judge people for things that they can't do. You know what I mean? That's what a critic is.
That is so true.
When you spit your stuff, and somebody's like, yo, you ain't never gonna make it. That's because they never made it and they never will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Misery love company. So there's gonna be quick people to be like, man, he need to get that up. Or he need to stop that. He need to. But as soon as you make it, they the first ones like, yo, God, I was out there. I brought your CD. I supported you. I told everybody about you. Yeah, you told everybody I wasn't gonna make it.
No. I told you were gonna make it to push you. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to push you.
But that's just so. I would always tell them, believe in yourself. Don't believe in what other people say. Nobody sees your vision. Nobody knows your ambition, and so don't allow them. Don't allow them to dictate what's in your heart.
Yeah, that's so true, because there's a lot of people out there where now some of you guys, like some of your singers, y'all need to listen to your friends because y'all sound terrible when I be hearing your songs. But they're don't stop. If that's what you love, that's what you love.
Ghostwrite.
Yeah,
ghostwrite.
Oh my God, there's some people that don't have the voice, but their lyrics and the song is like, wow, if someone else was singing this song, it would be very, very good. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I say sometimes the song is not for you. It's in your head and you did it, but pass it on to somebody. Maybe they'll do justice for it or something.
Right.
Hey, both people get the awards when it works. The writers and stuff like, yeah, I wrote that song. Unless you're a ghostwriter, that you can't say nothing. But it happens. But we're going to a commercial break.
Yeah.
All right, when we go to commercial break, you want to perform or? I let him sit here and think about
Straighten it out. Stay tuned for the performance.
So we're going to have a live performance here
Straighten
to
it
close
out.
up the show with us. And he's going to bring one of his boys up
Off
here.
that Foreman Mandela, and I'm bringing my son up. We're going to do it live.
But before we go to the commercial break, where can they get the
Foreman Mandela is available on all digital platforms right here, right now. You can stream it, buy it, listen to it. It's everywhere. All you got to do is punch in Foreman Mandela. It's going to pop up. You can Shazam it. What you got to do. It's out there. Listen to it.
I forgot about that. You know what I'm saying? I forgot about that dude. And then where they can find you on Instagram and on social media?
On Instagram, you can find me on Pop the Brown Bomber. That's Pop the Brown Bomber on Instagram. On Facebook, you can find me under Pop Brown Hornet. On Twitter, Pop Brown Hornet. And I also have a website that you can log on to, Pop the Brown Hornet, soon to have merchandise, exclusive videos, exclusive interviews, so forth and so on. I want to shout out the team. I want to shout out MJ. Got to shout out Black Diva, Black Diva Management. Got to shout out my man Yusef. Shout out to my Highland crew that I work with, get that paper with, doing my 731 union work. And shout out to Staten Island, most definitely, and all the loved ones, the fam. We here.
Staten Island is not just an island for family, man.
Straighten it out, live performance with me and Don Dollars coming up next. Stay tuned. Go tell somebody. Run and tell a friend.
Hell yeah. And then remember to support it by sharing this video if you're watching it not live anymore, pre-recorded. Share it, talk about it, tweet about it. Get this message out,
Foreman Mandela.
Let's go. We'll be right back with a live performance.
He's got me, he's guilty.
Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm Javier.
And join us on El Latino Ruido every Wednesday at 6 p.m. on the LDM Network.
As mighty armies clash in a struggle for total domination, the scales can be tipped by one man who has the courage to confront his fate and make a choice that will decide the fate of the world.
Guys put a lot of smoke in today. Wow. But anyway, we expecting a real superhero? I don't think so. The real life superheroes are the ones that are helping out in their community today. And the LDM show will be there to bring you the events and stories to life. Do you know a real superhero? Let us know. But for now, follow us on Instagram and Twitter and like us on Facebook. Also visit our websites for photos, videos, and updates. But until the meantime, hey.
Hello, I'm Charles Laloma, and I'm proud to announce the new internet television station called LDM Network. And on this station, we're going to be bringing you live talk shows, music reviews, independent music artists, videos, sports, live events, and much, much more. Go to www.ldmnetwork.net for more information and all the shows that are going to be on this network. Again, that's www.ldmnetwork.net. And hey, if you are an independent artist or you love to hear independent music, go to our new radio station called LDM Radio. Go to www.ldmradio.com for more information on where to listen or submit your music. Oh, my bad. Hey, welcome back to the LDM show. I'm sorry, I'm like waiting for the keyword here. But we're going to have a live performance from Brown the Hornet right here. I keep forgetting the Pop. Pop the Brown Hornet.
From Stapleton stand down along with Don Dollars.
Yeah, man, you talking to Don Dollars, man. Duffel bag to be exact, man. Mr. Cha-Ching, man. Park Hill, New York. My Staten Island, baby.
Mike, let me get that.
This is Straighten It Out off that Foreman Mandela. Live in action.
Alright, so I'm gonna let them go. They're gonna end my show with what they do. You know what they do best. But guys, remember, download his song, stream it, follow him on Instagram and everywhere else that you guys social media, and keep on the support. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys right now.
That's right. What's good? Let's get this rocking out of Staten Island, New York. Foreman Mandela.
Cha-ching. No, that's a Jack.
Album available everywhere on all digital platforms.
Look it up, look it up.
That's how we doing it.
Come on, man.
Brian Balmer, Don Dollars, the physical son.
Come on, yes, I know
Set
that.
it off. Hit it. Where's the sound man? Yeah, I see what's going on. The blind leading the blind. Between love and hate, there's a thin line. Blue Younger ran up on me with that nickel-plated nonsense. Sorry, OG, I gotta get mine. The world's going crazy. They done poison our babies. There's no more unity in the black community. No one sober. The drugs done took over. Got addicts snatching purses off of old ladies' shoulders. Little kids scared to come outside. Bullets flying everywhere. No place to run and hide. If it's not a homicide, it's a suicide. In the concrete jungle, you're blessed to make it out alive. Got a bad epidemic, bodies just dropping. Another overdose due to pill popping. Do Black Lives Matter? Not to the cops, his hands was way up in the sky. They still hit him with 10 shots. We gotta straighten it out. We gotta straighten it out. We gotta straighten it out. It's our duty too. We gotta straighten it out. We about to straighten it out.
You know the vibes, man.
We gonna straighten it out. It's our duty too.
Straighten it out. Come on, man. Cha-ching. Hey, yo, straight fast. Hey, yo, I'm tired of all this fake rap. Standing on their necks again, putting work like a Mexican. You ain't real right.
You a young blood. You up on Busy Virgin, young thug.
Help me straighten it. Get off the hip hop.
Take a look at what they making
The
it.
game ain't dead, but it's definitely in critical. Check up like a physical. 16 descriptions, all of my words biblical. For this year, I'm bringing the real back. It's the best of both worlds. The town and the hill back. Beat Bomber, Don Dollars. I know you're gonna feel that.
Be Bomber, Don Dollars. I know you're gonna feel that. We gotta straighten it out. We gonna straighten it out. We about to straighten it out. It's our duty too. We gotta straighten it out. We gonna straighten it out. We gotta straighten it out. It's our duty too. Yo, hey yo, these rappers nowadays, I swear they messing up the game. No originality, they all sound the same. Monkey see, monkey do. Bunch of copycats, hip hop has been plagued with a bunch of mumble raps. Womp, womp, womp. Coming through my speakers, is it me or do they all
song sound like Charlie Brown's teacher. Can't even understand him. What the hell's he saying? The sound man should be shot for the shit that they be playing. Why bother turning on the stereo when they spin the same wax song on the radio? 4 times an hour, heavy rotation. Boycott the program director and the station. If you ask me, we should fire the whole staff. Can't let them get away with playing this trash. They giving hip-hop music a bad name, and rap ain't dead, it's hanging on by a thread. We gotta straighten it out, you heard what I said. Yeah, that's how we straighten it out. New York, we gotta stand up, y'all. We gotta out in Brooklyn, we gotta up in the BX, straighten it out. Straighten it out. Out Manhattan, straighten it out. Out New Jersey, we gotta around the world, gotta straighten it out. Straighten it out, man. Straighten it out, man. Foreman Mandela, Pop the Brown Hornet, $10. Cha-ching. Telling you, we gotta straighten it out. Available on all digital platforms right now.
Yeah. Yo, you gotta straighten it out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta straighten it out. Well, the song was good. I had to come out a little late because I was listening on the headphones. It's so the beat is good. The words are good, especially like the prayer, you know, and all that other stuff, y'all guys. But you got to straighten it out, man. It's true. I like that.
A lot of things is going on out here. And a lot of people aren't addressing the real life crisis that we're in. So that's what the song really is about. With all the hoopla going on, with all the nonsense going on, still wanted to make a traditional song, straighten it out. This is actually my son. It's not my homie.
Oh, get the heck out of here! Oh! So I was like, yo, his homie's coming out.
I figured
that. Don't look that old. You know what I'm saying?
So we just bring it. I figured I'd just bring it to 360. It's a generation gap.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's a generation gap that's missing.
Right.
So he's the new fresh blood. But I want the individuals that's out there to know that.
Right.
Him being the fresh blood, he could do what they're doing now, but he could also relate to what we're doing. You know, so just wanted to make sure he was on a song that was conceptual, that could reach the planet without all the whatever. He'll be in the near future doing his own thing, and I'm sure he'll get his own.
He'll be right here too. You know what I'm saying? Sitting down right here with us.
So you heard him here first. $9. Ching.
Hey, we'll pop. Real quick, shout out your social media, man. You know, shoot it up.
Social media is my government name, man. Please don't creep me. My name's Dante Briggs. Don't check me out, man. DONTEBRGGS, man.
Yeah, yo, check them out again. Shout out to MJ Connect for sending out these dope artists out here and continuing the tradition of hip hop and rap music at the same time. So, hey, this is the LDM show. Next week, I'll be shooting, gunshots to these politicians because it's part of Speak Out next week.
Trying to straighten it out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're going to straighten them out.
Straighten them out.
Let's go. We're going to straighten it out. Again, Pop the Brown Hornet, thank you for coming on our show, bringing your son, the generation.
Yes, sir.
And let's just keep this going, man. This video needs to keep going viral as the other videos are going, and keep, voting on www.ldmradio.com. All you got to do is go to the vote, go to the hip-hop, you see Pop the Brown Hornet, click on his name and submit. It only takes about 10 seconds.
It's that easy.
Quick. All right, your whole life.
Straighten it out. Foreman Mandela, cop the album.
Let's go. See you next week, guys. Dead now.
He's guilty of loving me in the first degree.
Hey, you've been watching the LDM show? Let us know what you think about this episode. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. We value your opinion, so please let us know.